I know what it's like to try to heal a chronic illness or inflammatory gut issue on a budget. I'm Julialoggins, a gut health coach and colon therapist of 40 years. I'm 69 years old. When I was saving my own life 50 years ago, this is what I did. I'd spent most of my first 2 decades hospitalized. I had rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune disease. I was allergic to everything, and I had every inflammatory gut issue there was. My gut did not work, and I had bleeding ulcers. So if I can heal, you can too. This is half a century ago, so there were no guides, no courses, not even medical doctors who had a clue about the connection between the gut and chronic illness, let alone the gut and the brain. So I was going it on my own, which you don't have to do. Thankfully, that's why me and people like me are here. So one of the first things I did was I started drinking wheatgrass juice, which is gluten-free. I only could handle 1 teaspoon at a time. You always drink that on an empty stomach. I worked up to 8 ounces, which is what I have been doing every single day the last 45 years. And it is 1 atom different from human blood. So about as close to a transfusion as you can get. Detoxification and cleansing was at the top of my priority list. So what I did was lots of at-home colon cleansing, coffee enemas, and professional colon hydrotherapy. Any money I had went to a professional colon hydrotherapist, and that's one of the reasons I became one. What I learned from my own experience and then later my clients is that anyone with a chronic illness or an inflammatory gut issue has an impacted colon, even if you have diarrhea all the time, which certainly was a part of my IBS experience. And unless you get that colon really clean, the liver can't flush. If the liver can't flush, the body can't heal. Getting nutrition into my body was a priority, but because my gut was such a mess and I couldn't digest anything, I did liquids for a long time. That was bone broth, green juices, protein shakes. I wish I had the protein powders that I later created. And that's why I created them, because I wanted to have and I wanted to offer protein powders that were really nutrient dense and clean, sugar, gluten, dairy-free, and sweetened with monk fruit instead of the stuff that I used in those days. Digestive enzymes with hydrochloric acid changed my life. I'm sure I never digested anything before that. And at the time, I didn't know the statistics on people with chronic illness and inflammatory gut issues not making hydrochloric acid in their stomach. Makes total sense. Made sense to me then, makes sense to me now, why I created Enzyme Energy, which is a low-dose hydrochloric acid supplement to take after your protein meals. It was hard to find anything like that back in the day, but digestive enzymes were so key. It was the beginning of me being able to digest food, absorb nutrients, and eliminate the gas, the bloating, and regulated my bowel movements. Therapy for trauma can really make a difference because it will help you get out of fight or flight. And I feel it had a lot to do with my ability to heal. And I work a lot with those techniques with the clients that I have in my clinic and over the phone and on Zoom. After I found digestive enzymes, I discovered that I could indeed digest protein, which I desperately needed because I was so protein deficient. I have also found that most of the clients I work with are protein deficient, so you need at least 120 grams a day. How do you absorb that if you feel like I can't handle meat? Digestive enzymes with hydrochloric acid, it's really a game changer. Those are a few of the healing protocols I did in my life. I hope that information will serve you. I'd love to hear your comments and questions, and I hope to see you at our Happy Gut Tribe Lives on Saturday at 4, Sunday at 5, and then if you register on cleansingforenergy.com, you are invited for free to my new Thursday Zoom Happy Gut Tribe, which will be an uncensored, free, honest, and straightforward platform that I get to see your beautiful faces. So looking forward to that.